This is Weeknights, 5 nights a week. We come up here and we talk some shit. We talk about a lot of things. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's what we're here to do right now. All
Yep.
right? And I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Who you be?
AKA he got that heat coming. I don't understand why we can't use that as one of your AKAs.
Because no one knows if it's heat or not. Yes, I have music coming soon. Thank you for the free promo, but
You gotta tell people heat.
nobody knows. I don't believe in that.
You don't have to because I said it for you.
Thank you. But I don't want to mislead
Did I do
people. I want people to decide what they feel about the music. Now, you, my friend and co-host, have been privileged to hear some of the heat,
I didn't tell them I
some of
heard
the
it.
music. But I'm telling you, you can say that because you've heard some of the stuff coming.
Mhm.
But people don't know what's coming yet. They just know something's coming.
All right, well, the way you hype your people up is by saying it's super hot fire, even if it isn't.
See, I don't like that. I've never liked when artists are like, "Yo, let me tell you, I don't say this too much, but this is the best project I ever made. This album, man, it's gonna change
Nah.
lives. It's the best album I ever made." You know what they say the next album? The same thing.
All right, so I was joking, but I don't ever say something unless it can be backed up. Because I agree with you. I don't think you should lie about things like that. Like I don't make it a habit to go around telling people I like things I don't like. But do I think that, as your co-host, that I should hype you up? Yes. So, and do I think that you can back it up? Yes.
Thank you. I
So,
appreciate that.
And you keep posting on social media these Instagram things, these little videos and things that say coming soon. So there's nothing wrong with me saying, well, AKA he got that heat coming.
Thank you. But that's for them to decide if it's heat or not.
Well, then why are they here? Because I give my hot takes, flaming
I don't
hot
think
takes all the time.
I don't think they're here to talk about my music. I think they're here to hear about things like what we're about to talk about after you introduce yourself.
I'm Dash, AKA I'm hype you up,
Oh,
AKA
AKA adds another alias every week.
AKA how many AKAs can I have? I'm joking. I'm Dash. I'm just Dash today. Y'all know
Okay,
the rest. I'm the
got it.
cool grandma, but not really. All of that.
Yeah,
But
heavy on the not really.
you're rude. And after I just tried to hype you up,
I knew you were gonna say that.
you got
I
a
knew
lot of fucking nerve.
that. I knew
It's
you were
fine.
gonna say that.
It's fine because you know what? I wasn't asking you for you to return the favor. I was doing it out of the goodness of my heart. But you still fucked up, and that's fine. That's fine. We can move on.
All right, let's move on. Let's start on the heavy part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was foul. Where would you like to start?
Speaking of heavy, stop laughing because this is not funny. I'll wait.
No, go please. Oh man.
Bad news. Louis Gossett Jr.
Oh, see, that's not the heavy part I thought you was referring to. That's why I was laughing. Go ahead. Let me know. You can't laugh about that. It's no
That's
laughing
why I
matter.
told you to stop laughing. I tried to give you a heads up.
I didn't know. All
I
right, go
said
ahead. I'm sorry.
stop laughing. This is not
No,
going.
you're absolutely
This is
right. No,
not
that's
funny.
not funny at all. No, not at all. Sorry.
Louis Gossett Jr. has passed away. Um, made many contributions. I don't know why I said contribution.
I'm about to
Sorry.
say, what kind of concert was that?
He has made very many contributions to film, and we just wanted to acknowledge him. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how he passed away. I don't think it said where I read
No.
it, but uh, yeah, you can look. You don't have to go far to see his face. Um, Roots. Um, the list goes on. I don't have to get into the whole long list of things that he's done, um, but yeah, just wanted to acknowledge that we lost one of the legends. So
Yes, yes, we did.
he
It
was,
actually happened last week, but
yeah,
we didn't know when it first happened. Then we recorded, and then we forgot with the Beyonce of it all. But we don't want to continue to put stuff out and not at least say rest in peace and acknowledge his contribution to the culture. Um, he passed away at 87 years old, if I'm correct.
yeah,
And yeah, so
it's
sad
unfortunate,
stuff.
but
Yes,
I hope it. I hope before he died, he felt that he lived a long, full life. Many of the greats don't make it to 87, so
that's a fact.
it's a beautiful thing that he lived as long as he did. So just wanted to say that. I also would like to apologize to everyone for JD laughing at the beginning of this
Oh
because,
yeah, I thought you was gonna talk about something totally different. I
yeah,
did not know that's where you were going. When I said heavy, I meant something totally different.
yeah, I just didn't want us to forget. So, um,
No, that was good. That was good.
and now we can get into the nonsense of it all because I'm sure we have some, if I'm not mistaken. Spike
Or
Lee.
or Lizzo.
I feel like let's start with Spike Lee since we started with Louis Gossett Jr. We should start with Spike Lee.
All right. So I got the specs on for this reason here. So it says here this is from Variety. Jeffrey Wright joins Denzel Washington in Spike Lee's High and Low. It
Mm-hmm.
says fresh off his Oscar-nominated role in American Fiction, Jeffrey Wright has joined the cast of High and Low, the reimagining of the Akira Kurosawa classic thriller, is being directed by Spike Lee and will star Denzel Washington.
Mm-hmm. Spike
Okay,
Lee.
I guess I'll talk while you chew. You know what I'm saying? Snack attack. That's a clip. You're
Oh,
welcome. Snack attack clip.
I would put my Girl Scout cookies down. Oh, oh. I love Spike and Denzel together. I love them working together. So
Yes, sing.
I watch Malcolm X at least once a year.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I do.
Great film.
One of my favorite movies.
Great film.
Um, yeah, I watch it at least once a year. Like I get in a mood and I'm like, it's time to watch
It's
Malcolm
time.
X. Yeah,
Totally understand. I feel that way about a lot of Denzel movies.
yeah.
I'm
So,
like, I need to cry. Where's Man on Fire? Let me get it out my
oh
DVD
my gosh,
collection.
Man on Fire.
Gotta cry when you watch Man on Fire.
You gotta cry. You do.
Got.
And
I
I
mean,
love
if you
Spike.
really need a cry,
Uh-huh.
then you bust out the John Q.
Okay, see, all right. Here's the thing, right? John Q. Let me tell you, when you talk about movies when you know the words.
Oh, I thought he was about to say you never saw it or it's not good. Okay.
Oh no,
All
no.
right. No. Okay, good. I'm glad
And
I'm wrong. I
And
was
every
nervous.
time I watch John Q, it's like I'm watching it for the first time. Besides
Um,
the fact that I know the words, because that intensity when he gets to the hospital,
yeah,
that anxiety where it's like, I know what he's about to do, and he don't do it.
yeah.
Oh, every single time. And I have seen John Q a million times, but every single time I'm like, no, you don't have to do it like this. You don't have to do it like this. But yeah, so clearly I love Denzel.
Oh yeah, listen. I don't know who doesn't.
I love Denzel, and I do love Spike also. Um, I just the way he shoots his films, just everything. I'm obsessed with Spike Lee also, so I'm always excited to see them do something together. And apparently, this is only their sixth project together. Um, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Thought they've done way more.
It's also
Um,
interesting to see Spike doing a thriller. It's not his normal movie.
yeah, not his norm,
So
but I can see it.
no, I'm not saying he's not capable. I'm saying it's
Mhm.
interesting that this is what he's doing because that's not his usual thing.
Yeah.
Denzel, I guess we could argue both sides of that. But anyway,
Mhm.
I think it's interesting and I'm very excited to hear that Jeffrey will be joining them.
Mhm.
He's always been a good addition to films. He has range, and I'm curious to see how him and Denzel will interact
Right. Yeah.
in the film. I will say one thing. I hope he does not have a small part. I hope this is a major role.
I hope so
He
too.
did he did a great job in American Fiction, which we reviewed here,
Yeah.
and you know. I hope that this is another big role for him because American Fiction was a big role. It would be nice to see him continue on that path. So I think it's great that Spike Lee is acknowledging, you know, uh, his talent, and I
Mhm.
hope that he puts him in a pivotal role. Because I would like to see him continue to do great things like we know he's capable of doing.
Mhm. I agree. I agree. Bring it on. I'm excited for it. It apparently they just started production on it, so
Okay.
hopefully we'll get that by next year.
Did you learn that from your industry insiders?
Can't say that I did, but
But you won't deny it either, huh?
no, it's on the internet.
I know. I was being silly.
I don't want to lie. Um,
All right. Well. Oh, you got something else to say before we move on? No, just good snacks. Okay. Um. All right. Well, let me read something here. Well,
mhm,
I still have my specs on.
mhm.
Uh. So I don't know how to transition here, so I'm gonna just say what happened. Um.
Yeah.
It appears that Lizzo is quitting music. Uh. I'll just read the post, but that is what people are assuming. People are assuming that Lizzo quit music.
Yep.
I want to go to her page specifically
Mhm.
because I feel like, oh, there was no caption. Okay, I was going to say maybe the caption gives more context, but there was no caption. All right, so it says here, I'm getting. Okay, my bad. I think he was about to say something. I thought that's why he was clearing the throat.
No, it was coconut.
It says here, I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet.
Mhm.
All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this shit. I quit and the peace out emoji.
I wanna handle this in a delicate way, because when I read it,
Yeah.
first I thought first when I first saw that someone, another outlet had posted about it, I said, "Oh, Lizzo's quitting." Like, just normal reaction. Like, why is she quitting? Or is this a lie? Or, I had those questions. I went directly to her page and I read what she wrote. And to me, the reason I say that I want to be careful about the way I speak about this is because this sounds to me like someone who is struggling with mental health issues. This sounded deeper to me than, you look like a teenager laid back watching television. I
I'm
don't know
just
what
I'm
I
giving
don't
you
know
the floor.
what's happening right now.
Giving you the floor.
Oh, that's what you're doing? You're giving me the floor. Oh,
Yep.
okay, thank you. Yeah, it felt very much like, you good?
Yeah, come on.
It felt very much like a cry for help. It felt like she's struggling. Um that was like one thought I had. The other side to it was, if this is specifically about making music and being a public figure, I can understand that. But I think that the problem with artists too is that, and I don't know what she does personally. I don't know if she goes to therapy or anything like that. But I think that the choice to become a public figure is, you're gonna be hit with a lot in being a public figure. And I think that Lizzo has been hit with particularly a lot in the last year. She had a lot. She had lawsuits against her last year. There were a lot of things that were said about her character. She's right about that. I think ever since she started her career, people have had things to say about her weight. I always felt like Lizzo was pushing past that. Like, Lizzo's whole idea is Lizzo's whole um what's the word I'm looking for? Her whole brand is about body positivity. It's about making music for everyone. She's also had people question where she belongs in terms of genres. Is her music black music? So there's a lot that Lizzo has had to deal with, and I can totally understand someone being at their wits' end and just not wanting to bother with it. But what I don't like is when the public figures take to the internet and do this. It annoys me because I'm like, go get help. Go get help. Like, from a therapist or a loved one, or wherever
Both.
you seek refuge, your spiritual leader, whoever. Um, I don't know what's supposed to happen when you post this to strangers on the internet. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I don't know what the reaction is. I don't know what people expect to happen when they do that. What are we, I don't want to be insensitive, but what are we supposed to do? All we're going to do is, all it does is make it fodder, and here we are having a conversation about it, picking it apart. But what else are we supposed to do? Send kind words? Am I supposed to go in her comments and tell her, hey, hope you're gonna be okay? I didn't say anything bad about you. I don't know. I don't want to sound insensitive, and maybe that does sound insensitive. I'm not really sure what to do with this. And that's why it agitates me, because it's like this feels like something that you should have told to someone that could help you or someone who is close to you. I don't know how this is supposed to function when you tell us, are you looking for us to feel sorry for you? Is it like, because you could have also just told your publicist to put out a statement saying you were quitting music. And are you saying you're quitting music? Are you saying you're quitting life? Because you started to talk about existing in the world and feeling like you don't belong in it. And that's scary to me because I don't want anyone to have those thoughts about themselves. But yeah, it's complicated, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Are you done before I go?
I mean, you can go. We can, ping
I
pong.
don't. I don't believe this. I believe. Let me go back to where I was. Are
Oh, oh, I thought you were going back to where you were.
you want me to pop it? I believe. No, I'm just kidding.
Not the me in the chat.
I believe. You know what I'm saying? No.
Where you going?
Um,
Where you going after this? The beach?
the beach. You know what I'm saying? Right by the beach. All right.
You and Superman headed to the beach?
You know what I mean? Gotta head to the beach with Superman. All right, listen. I don't believe this shit. I believe that Lizzo, much like Kanye, loves to live and die, not literally, by the attention. I believe that Lizzo, much like Kanye, and maybe way before them, there were others, but those are the two of our modern times. I believe that they love to use antics and love to use rants and just big, bold actions to create fodder, to create hoopla, to create moments. Because when they have these moments, it helps keep them in the limelight.
Everybody's
It
watching.
helps. I'm sorry?
Everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching, right? Everybody's watching. What are they going to do next?
Yeah.
Whether that's going to a Laker game with your ass out or saying that you no longer want to do this, or whether that is having legal binding contracts to things that have to do with weight and the fact that you struggle with your weight, i.e., the swimsuit line she just dropped, quote unquote, for big girls, or the Amazon Emmy Award winning TV show, Watch Out for the Big Girls.
It's time for the big girls. It's time for the big girls.
These things are tied directly to her brand, and she claims she has problems with her size, her weight has fluctuated, and she's gotten beef for that. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of this
Mm-hmm.
has to do with the antics or the strategy, which is what I believe it is, the
Mm-hmm.
strategy of keeping eyes on you, right? I believe some people have taken the Tupac lyric and album
All eyes
quite
on me.
literally. They want all eyes. All eyes. And because they want all eyes, they will do whatever they have to do to get those eyes and keep those eyes on them.
Okay.
I put my glasses on for a reason, and I'm gonna put them back on just to
Oh,
show y'all
okay.
something real quick.
All right.
Okay, that's why when you were talking, I whipped out the glasses and checked some stuff.
Well,
Lizzo
look at
has
something then.
Lizzo has, according to Spotify, over 14 million monthly listeners, almost 15 million
Wow.
monthly listeners. Okay, Lizzo has an award-winning Emmy-nominated TV show. She's got all type of platinum records and Grammy award wins. Lizzo is a superstar. If Lizzo wants to quit and this is serious, well, then we thank you for your service and everything you've given us.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the rest of your life. I hope you ride off into the sunset and have a great stress-free life where you can enjoy all the millions of dollars. But I don't believe this shit for a second. I think this is antics. So I was going to say, I don't think it's a coincidence that that post was 4 days ago.
Uh-huh.
And yesterday,
Oof.
post.
Yeah,
Lizzo put up a post about her new swimwear line.
she did.
Come on, son. Like,
Yeah.
I
And the
mean, what
stuff's
are we?
cute. The stuff's cute.
And listen, more power to Lizzo and her line. I hope it does great. I
Mm-hmm.
have no hate for her or her products. She's amazingly talented. I
Oh,
cannot play the flute or twerk. She does both simultaneously.
right.
I got mad respect for Lizzo and everything she does, except the antics, which is what I think this is. I think this is just more antics,
Yeah.
more ways to get attention on me before I drop my next uh product, just
Right.
like Kanye does. So I don't believe this for a second. And if it is true and you're too stressed and you can't take it, then bow out. And that's okay. You've done more than enough. I'm
She
sure
has.
you've made enough money. You can take your millions and go.
I agree.
I I will not say anything bad about if she really does want to quit, then you should do what your heart desires. If your heart is no longer in it, if it's too overwhelming and you feel you need to leave, it is much better to leave now than to harm yourself or go into substance abuse like we've seen many others do. But I don't believe this shit. That's it. I don't have a deep dive. I'm done.
Okay. I mean, that's that. I didn't realize I left your brain out. That
Dash,
is
aka Giggles.
that is fair. That I think that's a fair assessment. I understand why you say that. I did see the post, the swimsuit post, and I thought, that's odd. But I
Ain't it?
also figured it was probably already scheduled. It probably was
Sure.
already supposed to drop. And honestly, she's probably not even the person who was supposed to drop it. So I, usually there's an assistant or someone who is handling that, the social media stuff. So yeah, I hear you. And you could be onto something. Um, I guess I just get nervous taking that stance when there is a possibility that there could really be some distress there. And I think that she should if she feels that way, I think that she should absolutely seek out refuge wherever she can and, or maybe take some time off to focus on what's important to her and what makes her feel good about herself. I just I don't really know what we're supposed to do with it. I don't because it's not gonna make me buy swimsuits. And I guess that's why I say it. Like it's not gonna make me go, oh, poor Lizzo, let me go buy a one piece or let me go get a new bikini. That's not so I understand the rollout of it all and I think that you're onto something. I don't think that what you're saying is inaccurate. We don't know. But um it's definitely possible. But I wish they wouldn't do things like this.
Same.
I really wish they wouldn't. Yeah, that's really all I got. Um,
All right. Let's hit this last topic real quick because I got to go. Uh, T-Pain put up a post. There's a paid sponsorship. They did not pay us. The post he put up was a paid sponsorship. YouTube
hmm
has something they're rolling out called Dream Track,
hmm
and it is an AI songwriting technology where you can pick from several voices. T-Pain is one of them, and just put in something brief about what you want the song to be about, and the AI generative tool will create the song in the voice of the artist. And so he does a little sample of him making a song about buying rims off of Temu. And it creates a song in just a few seconds.
yeah,
And you hear it sing it in T Pain's voice.
yeah.
Um, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I, it's what happens when you use someone else's voice and then how does that work exactly? You create, are people able to like monetize this?
I don't know the answer. What I do know is the Grammys have legislation has been put in place about songwriting and AI.
Right.
Um, the Grammys are not going to allegedly, I think this will change, but at the moment, the Grammys are not accepting or nominations from songs that were AI songs.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know what happens if I use this and put up a song featuring T-Pain. Uh, it's a good question. I guess I'll just say what I wanted to say real quick. What I am surprised about is something. I am surprised that a platform like YouTube,
Mhm.
which is very strict about using other people's content and giving you strikes for not having permission to use other people's content.
Mhm.
I think it's extremely interesting that they are doing this and that they are either tied to it or launching it themselves. I don't
Mhm.
know enough to answer that part yet, but I do think it's extremely interesting that YouTube is doing this. I think it probably violates the YouTube terms, to be honest.
Right.
So I think this is weird, and uh, I guess I would like to know more because if the people whose voice you can use were paid and they don't care, then I guess it's fine. But I
Mhm.
just feel like, how does that work? What if I write a Grammy Award winning song, but I feature AI T-Pain thanks to YouTube? Now what?
Yeah, that's a little strange. That's why I'm like, how does this work exactly?
No, no.
It's a little strange. That's where I'm at with it. It's a little strange. If it was like a game that people were playing and, just, oh, this is fun, like a little karaoke thing. But to me, at this point, we've gone beyond that. I think with AI, things have gotten a lot more serious, and AI is being used in a lot of ways that affect people's bottom line, also affects people's intellectual property.
Yep.
So that's why I kind of paused at the beginning because I'm like, I don't know how this works and I don't get a good feeling about it just off of hearing what it does. I'm sure that it will be fun for a lot of people to do this, but where is this going? I guess is my question. And how are artists even okay with this? I guess I would like to know, So it's a little weird, but I guess we'll see how it plays out. Maybe this is like the YouTube loophole where you can't use other people's music, but um you could create your own AI song with an artist, which is wild to me. Like you said, it sounds like it violates YouTube's terms of service. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Well, I'm sure in the coming months we'll see more of this surfacing, and we'll see how people are using it.
Yeah, I wanna try to find out more about it, and maybe we'll come back to it because I just have a lot of questions that I'm like, how is this okay to do? Are artists being paid for their voice? Like, I just have mad questions.
Me too. Yeah. So it's something we can look into and do a little bit more research on. Come back, regroup.
Sounds like fun. I'm with that.
Yep.
All right, that's our episode today. Yeah, I got a lot of Beyonce yesterday, so I
Yep.
think we're gonna keep this one short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Indeed.
Just
All
like
right, thank you. What was that?
just like me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, listening, viewing. We will be back tomorrow night for more weeknights.
Bye.